So good morning, participant. I think we will start now. Let me introduce myself. My name is Srinivasan, and I'm the developer for this Com1 Ip Pbx. And really happy that you could take time off, during this pandemic with all of us are stressed around, and yet the business needs to move on. And but today I'm going to cover what are the API functionalities of the Com1 Ip Pbx. So, 1 minute. I hope the screen is clear for you. If someone can confirm if the screen is clear, I think I will go ahead with the presentation. Is the screen clear? Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, so we are going to have two versions of, I think some of you have already used our version 1, which is a free version. So I will first, I'll explain you the free version, whatever is available now. Okay, now version 1, free version 1 will be a normal version, which is not much of a change between the last time and this time. Okay, so this is going to have the first API will be click to call functionality. You give the extension number and the number to be dialed, and a call will come to the extension, and then or after they pick up, the call gets dialed to the other extension. So this is going to be the API. For those who I will be able to share probably after the presentation is over. I will give you my email ID. You can request, and I will send you the Postman collection so that you'll be able to do this. Okay, so now this is a very basic version 1 is a very basic and free, available with all installation. So this version does not have any cost, which will cover most of anybody's requirement. So I mean the other version, though it is very advanced, maybe that is only for little higher end development purposes. Which you can handle. You can even develop a completely a call center solution totally using our system as a backbone, do survey and all those things. But basically, for a basic requirement, I think the free version will be able to do. So this is a click to call functionality. You just give extension number and the number to be dialed, and then the call gets dialed and gets connected. And this is connecting two external numbers. Like for example, in case like something like Ola. So you do not want probably your employee or your customer to know your number like Ola. What you can do is you can use this a functionality. Give both the numbers, external numbers. This will dial the first your employee or anybody, and then after he picks up, it will dial the other number, the customer number, and get it connected. So this is connecting two external numbers. So the click to call to click to call outgoing. Okay, but don't worry, I will share this video on a YouTube. Those who you can leave your email ID and the thing. You don't have to take notes or something. I will share the video as well as the Postman collection. And this is for call transfer. Once the call is matured, whether incoming call or outgoing call, so you give two parameters, wherein from which extension to which extension, whatever is a call, it could be a conference call, it could be any call that has got matured, that will get transferred. And this is call hang up. In case whatever is an ongoing call, to hang it up, this is the API that needs to be used. And this is CLI incoming. See, there are two types of incoming we do, but here it is not like, the difference between the paid version and free version is the paid version will give you on, if you give us a page, we'll be posting you the events like the call getting matured, the call being attended, the call being disconnected, which will be on a proactive basis. This will keep coming. While in a free version, you can send us the link. I mean, if you can activate this link, you'll be able to get the data. Like for example, if an incoming call is landed in extension 298, then if you click and send me 298, I will send you the caller ID. So, in fact, the primitive, some of our developers have already used this facility where they have a button. On that button, if they click, I give, and then they'll be able to load the other thing. So a little bit of manual work is involved. But on two areas, we'll be giving you this particular CLI data. One is for a normal IP Pbx operation where you actually, normal functionality like whenever an incoming call comes. So you want the CLI of that this thing. You just send the extension number, I'll be able to give you the CLI. And then this is for ACD. So for ACD, we take the agent code. So you send us the agent code, I'll be able to give you the CLI. This could be useful for an inbound call center where it's a proper ACD functionality or a predictive dialing. So in both cases, you send the agent code, we'll be able to give you the CLI of that particular call. And then apart from that, we give the CDR. So, typically for CDR, we have two free APIs. One is where you give the value like YYYY, DD. If you send it, I'll be able to give you data like this. This is what is the JSON data that you will get. Probably I'll just format it and show you. These are the data which you will be getting. Okay. Expecting string, I think it's missing out on something. Okay, anyway, I think probably you can resolve this. See here, what are the data I'll be able to give is the ID of that particular, it's an automated generated thing, and then CDR ID, whatever is the CDR ID, and then the start of the call, extension, whatever is extension 201 or whatever, the number to which it's dialed, the duration and bill second. The duration includes the ringing time also. Bill second is the actual bill second, and decontext is basically the context what we use, to get that. And disposition will give you whether the call is answered, not answered, failed, or whatever. And the call type, whether it's an outgoing call or whatever. The user field. This is what will help you to play the CDR file. Like in fact, after see, this is what you can do is you can normally keep you can have a automated parameter in your CRM. You can build the database internally. You don't have to depend on our CDR data. You can create your own CDR data into your ERP or wherever you are developing, and then actually you can do it on a daily basis depending upon your application, on an hourly basis also. So we give the CDR data on an hourly basis also, where it gives YYYY, DD, HH. So whatever calls that has matured during that hour will be sent to you. On that, we have something called user field. This is the file name of the voice logger. So with this, we'll be able to play the voice file. So we have a voice log player. This is the API for that. So if you give that user field parameter here, you will be able to listen to this. Like for example, here, this is the particular this thing. This you can embed on your probably on your iframe or something in your ERP, and then from your this thing, if you can put our IP address, and this is the API. So this will give you the player with which you'll be able to play the voice file. So that's about this is the I'm sure, I think that comes to an end with whatever is a free APIs, whatever we give. If there are any questions on this free API, I'm willing to address now. Any questions before we move on to the paid version of that, of the API?
Okay, so this APIs, do you already have a documentation, or you will be sharing the Postman collection?
Yeah, I'll share you the Postman collection, as well as in the website it will be updated. So like we already have the older version. If you go to our Com1 Pbx website,
okay,
you have the help collection. It's very, very simple. I mean, like I will also share the Postman this thing. See here, help PBX developer options. So here we have the complete data, sir. So this will be updated. In fact, the file names have changed. Some of the changes have happened yesterday. So I'll be updating you probably by today.
Okay.
Okay. Right, sir. So any other question?
Hi.
Hi, sir.
Rakesh from Ambipalm.
Yes, sir.
So this was supposed to start at 11, and so we were looking at APIs. I know you've explained these APIs. What are the events that are being called?
Yes, sir.
I need Shane to pitch in, and so are these the all APIs that we have, or
No,
what
no,
are
no.
the
This
things?
is a free version. The paid version,
Okay.
I'm just going to go. I mean, which is going to be far more advanced, wherein you'll be able to even integrate a complete. You can create a complete call center solution inside your, your
ERP,
ERP.
CRM tool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I will start that anyway. I mean, I'll also be sharing. I'll post this video on the YouTube. So even if someone hasn't joined or expected to join, they can go through that, sir.
Okay.
And we are always there to support you if there is a need. Okay,
Sure.
so I'll go to the paid version of that. So the paid version of that will look something like this. Okay, so I will start with a login. Okay, so this is going to be the login page, and the login username credentials will be our normal admin credential. Whoever has got admin authentication will be able to log in into this API. So once the license gets activated, you will be this can be installed. This is an optional version. This will not be installed on a normal way. So once you activate your license, yeah, I mean our person will install this for you. Okay, so this is where it is. So normally, if you really look at it, this is a code with which we'll be generating, and the key gets generated during the activation time. Okay, if this is the key you'll be using for using this API events. So I will go to the Postman collection. So what I will do is first we have controls. So this is the call origination. Okay, now which I showed you as call origination. This is
Hi, this is Karthik here. Just
Yes.
sorry to interrupt you.
Yes, Karthik, please go ahead.
We have joined from Ambipalm, so we had a call at 11 o'clock with Com1. Is that the same call, or like is this a different call that is going on?
This is the same thing, sir. Which I sent you the link yesterday. This is the same link, sir.
Okay, so it started off at 11 o'clock, or what?
Yeah, it started off at 11. I mean, I'm just probably I think you joined at the right time, so nothing to worry, because this is when the actual this thing start. I explained to the people who have joined at 11 only the free version. So this is the paid version. So you can have a look at it. I will also share the video. Probably you can see whatever you missed, sir. That first 10 minutes.
Sure.
Okay, right, sir. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. So this is the call controls. There are three types of call control as of now we have given. Okay, so this is a proper REST API which follows the international norms. So here this is a post API where you'll be able to originate a call. So this has something called call action. Okay, so the basic your link remains the same, and after that you only pass on the action as well as the other parameters. So to originate a call, the action call name is call, and then the mobile number to which the call needs to be made, and the agent name. So once you send this, the call gets originated, rings at the extension. After the extension picks up, it dials the mobile number and gets it connected. So this is a call origination control. And then this is the transfer, call transfer, this thing. So the call action is transfer. The channel name. So channel name will be available when the call gets originated. If you really look at it, this is our call control, originate. Okay, so here you give this, and then when in our event section, whenever in the paid version, you will be getting all the events like incoming call and outgoing call. So when the call is ringing, you'll be getting these data like mobile number, receiver extension, the channel, the destination channel, and then the action it is calling. When it is ringing, it's it's just calling. After the call is matured, it will be seen as ongoing, and then the context which is dialed. And when the call gets hanged up, you get this event. So I've explained you the whole this thing is completely explained. What is the use of it, and which you'll be able to give your the call hook URL, whichever URL you give, this will be posted. Okay, so all these events can be captured, and you on an event basis, you actually keep it ready with you. So whenever the call needs to be transferred, you need to give us this channel, and then the call gets transferred over here. So this is the channel, and then the extension number to which the call needs to be transferred, and then hang up. So you want to hang up a call, you just put hang up. I'm sorry, I'm not put it. I'll just update it. Just now I'm checking. So hang up will be the thing, and then the channel number is put over here. The call can be hanged up. So with these three things, you'll be able to originate call, You can have a button for transferring a call. You can have a button for hang up a call. Okay. And then apart from that, we also have, like I explained you, the CDR data. So you send the API token, API key, and then in the body, you send the date in YY, DD format. So you'll be able to get a CLI like this. Okay, this is the CLI format, and all the explanation about that is in the documentation. Whatever we are giving the CDR, this is the thing. What is the ID, CDR ID, explanation, everything is given over here. This is the format with which you will be getting the CDR data. And then on a hourly basis also you can take. So every hour, the CDR comes here. It is YYYY, DD, HH. So on a hourly basis, whatever hour you give, you'll be able to get a CDR data of that. And then apart from that, we have the free version. We have a VLC Player. So if we can send this data, that is user field. This is the file name of that. So if you can send this thing into this, you can embed this link on your ERP in a iframe. And if you can just pass this data, automatically it gets played. So you'll be able to play any file in your ERP itself. So that's about CDR. So any questions on as of now? I mean, it's more of a call controls and CDR. If there are any questions, I will address it now. And this is an event. All the events that gets updated, whichever page you give, on that page, it will be posted on a JSON format like this. So this will give you, whenever a call is ringing, you will get an event. Whenever a call is picked up, you will get an event. Whenever a call is, off hook, like, disconnected, you will get the event. So there are no questions. Yes, sir. Yes,
understand this. So we have to have a paid version subscription to this API in order to use this API?
Sir, that's what I said. I have a free API, okay, which will give most of the application. Like, for example, I think you joined late. The free API will have these things. I'll just go through.
Yeah, the other ones, the list which you demonstrated.
Which I demonstrated. These are the free API. Most of the applications will be done in free API. Okay. Like 60 to 70% of the application can be done with free API. Okay, the paid version is an advanced version which uses, which will be far more responsive. And then this is on a Node.js. So, we need to make a lot of changes where this is a live. I mean, you are into the system and you'll be able to integrate with our system.
Okay. So let's say my ERP has wants to control some part of the incoming call or getting this information, like you mentioned, there is originate. There is information about the hooks, right? We're getting the status of a call and all these things.
Yes.
So are those also available on free version?
No. The webhooks are part of the paid version, sir.
Okay.
Okay. So I will go to the CCS, that is call center thing. Okay. So this is in a call center, you will be able to create your agent. Okay. So typically how it works is, if you really look at our solution model, okay, 122. So what are the things with which we control a call center suite is, master agent. So you'll be able to completely control this with our API. You'll be able to create masters. And, in fact, what we would advise is probably though you create your agent master in your ERP, we recommend that you every time you actually, probably purge your data and then take fresh data and update your this thing. So we have given API for that. Here, this add new, whatever this I have given. The team leader link is actually what we are still controlling in our ERP, and the agent campaign link we are controlling in our ERP. So these two things you will be doing in our, whatever is the thing we do. Campaign is something which we are not allowing because it takes a lot of data. So you can do, and also it is all a one-time affair. So, there's no point in having an ERP because this also needs certain other data which will be needed. So we are not giving on the API, which you can do at the disposition of the things, campaign this thing. Import database, two ways you can do. But the large data you can import. In case you can also import it in our ERP, and then you can have the call control. Or we have also given API wherein you will be able to post it on your, you can post your data for your calling, outbound calling through our API itself. So this is sub API creation. That is, a sub campaign creation under a main campaign. So this what we do is the creation is part of our system, but you will be able to get data what is happening. This list I am giving by API, and so I will go to that API part. So this is the agent creation. Very simple. Again, as I said, without going much into it, I mean, the documentation clearly explains what is the agent creation and what is this parameter means, what are the parameters you need to give, what is the response you will get. Okay, so here the name of the agent, whether it's an outbound agent or inbound agent, both are kept separately. If you, I mean, typically you need to mention that the email of the agent, mobile of the agent, deactive or active. So typically the same API in the edit column, in case if you want to deactive an agent, see at the agent creation time, it is going to be active, obviously. And then whether the agent is the agent or a team leader. So these are the parameter you give, and I give the response as the agent code. So this is the response you will get, and then this is edit. Edit is primarily used to either change the data, agent data, or deactivate an agent or set agent extension, because during login you need to set the agent extension. So this is used to editing the agent API is used for these purposes, and these are the parameters with which you will be able to change, and the response that comes is agent response. So since both need to work together, I have given agent list also. Agent list. Okay. So here the complete agent data comes. So my suggestion would be you purge your data every now and then and take the data from, I mean, primarily it is better that the agent is final in our system, because there are some manual, or rather some of the activities like the team leader linking and all is done still in our ERP. So, in our solution. So it is better that though you can create and edit, you still at times you purge it and then take the data from our system, and you can always keep it updated in line with whatever is available on our thing. And then agent login. So this will be useful. I mean, you can do away with our complete caller. So we have a caller, panel with which you actually manage your complete outbound and inbound activity. In this case, this is what you use it this is what you use to log in. So very simple. You give agent code and campaign code, okay, and the agent gets logged in. And agent logout. So you'll be able to control your agent logout function by just giving the agent code, and this what is the response you normally get. And agent pause. Okay, so whenever agent goes on this thing, you can create your own reasons for pause and then agent code. So these two things will pause the agent, and whenever the agent is ready to receive calls, yes, unpause. You can do this thing. And agent live list. In fact, this is a, in case if you want to have the complete, I'll show you. This is the agent live report, which, I mean, since the call center is not working, this is not working here. Let me see if another call center is working. They were actually working from home. Let me see. Yeah, they're working. Okay, so this complete agent live report is given over here. Like, for example, maybe let me try to take that and show you. Agent live list. So I'm just putting this IP. Okay, I think we need to set it up. Oh, the tokens will change. Sorry, the token has not been updated, so that is why it's not coming. So this particular this thing will give you the data. So this data will be available for you. So you will be able to create your own reports in case if you are using our standard disposition. Like for example, we have standard disposition like successful, funnel, reschedule, no response, and unsuccessful. Okay, so if you use the standard disposition, this report could be of use. So this will give you details like who's a team leader, and then which extension, how many total calls he has taken, how many have been answered since the predictive outbound call center. It's both are the same, and then how many successful calls, funnel calls, and everything. Average handling time is also given in the report. Average wrap-up time is given in the report. Time on call is given in the report. Time on break is given on the report. In fact, we'll also be giving this data. We'll be giving you where you'll be able to populate from your ERP itself and in your CRM. Time on break, whatever break they have taken, though you have taken it on an API, this thing also. I mean, in your own remarks, it will be coming. Likely time on call. Say this is basically a percentage of time the agent has spent between is log on time and correct time. So for example, this agent has spent only 25% of the time on calls. Okay, so this agent, if you look at it, 27% of the time she was on break and 19% on call. So effectively, there is absolutely no data available between 27, 36, 46. So 54% of the time you are not available. So all these data is available on this API, agent live list. And then this is a campaign list. So though we don't give campaign, though you don't create campaign in our this thing, but we give you campaign list, which will include data like, for example, okay, so this is the campaign created link. If you really look at it, this gives you data of all data, like the how many total calls, successful, funnel calls, everything, and what is pending. If it is an outbound call center, this is extremely critical. So how much of data is available? So you can keep querying, check how many data available, and you will be able to add data using this. So normally what happens is the campaign code you give, whichever campaign, which you can get it and store it with our campaign list data, and then the number you want to store, automatically it goes to our database and starts dialing. So you will be able to add data also. So you keep monitoring how many outbound calls are pending, and then you can keep adding data depending upon the time frame. And we also have another API which gives you the raw data. Okay, so you could have kept on adding. You could have probably added through our internally with our CRM, or you go to your CRM. So if you give campaign data, I give the data status of all the raw data available. So this will give you details like what happened to that particular number, how many times a call has been dialed, okay, and what is the call status, if it is no response, and or which agent attended the call. So the complete data is available on raw data. And you will be able to pause a campaign. Say, for example, suddenly if all the agents are going on a lunch, so you can just use this campaign pause API and pause the campaign so that nobody gets called. And then you can also delete campaign in case if the purpose the campaign purpose is completed. You can delete the campaign using this. And then there's a call disposition. So this will be useful. But the data which are available is call reference, which you will be getting on the hook. And then CLI, and then remarks, whatever you want to store it, and then whichever is the agent code, and then disposition. You can either use our standard disposition or you can use your own disposition. Okay, it's a single digit. And then reschedule, like for example, in case this will be applicable only if you use our standard disposition of F, funnel, and reschedule. Otherwise, it's of no use, because if the call is rescheduled, then I automatically dial that number at that particular point of time and connect it to the available agent. So whoever is available. Funnel will not be redialed automatically, because funnel is something closer to a successful means a business to be completed. So in that case, we don't automatically dial for the due respect that needs to be given to the call. So we don't automatically dial. The agent will have to pause, and then the reminders are given, like there are one follow-up call or whatever in our system, And the same, agent, the same, even the reminders, I'll be able to give it in case if you are using that as a webhook, which you can populate for your agent. And the reschedule time, this will be applicable only in case if you use the standard disposition. And blacklist, in case if you send one as the data, we blacklist that number, even irrespective of whatever happens. The call will not, you will not receive calls, or you will not be able to make calls to that number, the later date. And then force pause. For example, in case, normally what happens in a very, very busy call center scenario, where when the call traffic is extremely high. So, at times, even before the call gets disposed, another call lands up. So this is a force pause. In case if the agent is going on a break, and, at times she will not be able to even get up. The moment the disposition comes, the calls are already waiting. So you send one in this disposition, automatically she will be paused even after she completes the disposition, so she can go on pause. She'll be able to pause it and leave. So this is all about the complete call center suite APIs. So this comes to end of whatever we are likely to offer at this point of time. I'm ready to take any questions.